Morning, children. Today I am going to start the second chapter of Total Geography for Standard 10. The topic of the chapter is contours. Now, in this chapter, we'll have to study 5 points, that is, contours, hachures, hill shading, and form line. Secondly, the contour interval, vertical interval, and gradient. Thirdly, slopes such as steep slope, gentle slope, uniform slope. Fourthly, different features shown by contours such as hills, conical hills, U-shaped valleys, V-shaped valleys, gorge or canyon, ridge, watershed, escarpment, etc. And lastly, drainage patterns that are dendritic, trellised, radial, and disappearing or underground drainage. Now, let us come to the first point, contours. What are contours? Contours are the imaginary lines joining the places having same height, supposing them to be at sea level. In order to show the contour lines, brown color is used in topo sheets. Like here you see figure 2.4. The color is brown and the heights are written with black or brown color. In topo sheet you shall find the heights with brown, like 320, 340, 360, etc. 20 meters interval. That second is hachure. What is hachure? You see figure 2.1. Hachures are the black short lines which gives us an idea of the slope of hill or the slope of land. When the lines are very close to each other or they are darker, that indicates steep slope, and when they are longer and light in color, they indicate gentle slope. And the absence of these lines, like here in the middle, indicates the level land. This is called hachures. This is not very important in topo sheet. The important thing is the contours. Third is hill shading. Hill shading is also like hachures. So here instead of curved lines, the dark patches or the dots are used, which indicates the shadow region, and the white or light patches indicates the lighted region that receives the rays of the sunlight, and these darker parts are the shadows. They just give an idea of hill. This is also not used in topo sheet. In topo sheet, what is important is contour line. Then we shall come to form line. What is form line? Form lines are broken contour lines. The color is brown, like figure 2.3. So here you see the difference between contour line and form line. In form line, the lines are broken, and secondly, the heights are not mentioned. Heights are unmeasured. This is called form line. This thing we may find in topo sheet. Then next you come to second point, contour interval. What is contour interval? Contour interval means the difference between two successive contour lines. Usually in topo sheets, the contour interval is 20 meters. For example, suppose the outer line is 100, then next line will be 120, then 140. In this way it goes on. When we go inner part, the height increases. This is called contour interval. Next is vertical interval. What is vertical interval? Vertical interval means the distance between the map distance between two successive contour lines. Like here in this figure you see 2.6, B and A, or AB 3 centimeter. So this is called vertical interval. That is 3 centimeter, or we can say 1 centimeter, 1 kilometer. This is the scale. By getting the ratio between vertical interval and horizontal equivalent, we get the gradient. Gradient means the slope of land, whether the slope is gentle or steep. This we can know by getting the ratio of vertical interval, that is contour interval, by horizontal equivalent. Then you come to slopes. There are different types of slopes: steep slope, gentle slope, uniform slopes. When the contour lines are very close to each other, this indicates steep slope. And when the contour lines are very far apart, like here you see, that indicates gentle slope. And thirdly, when the contour intervals are equally spaced, you see here in this figure, when the contour lines are equally spaced, that is called uniform slope. In case of volcanic mountains, we find uniform slopes or conical hills. So these are the different slopes: steep slope, gentle slope, and uniform slope. Then fourth, you come to the different features which are indicated with the help of contour lines. Different features means the land features, like whether the place is a hill or a plateau or a valley. Valleys are of different types, like U-shaped valleys, V-shaped valleys, I-shaped valleys, or gorges, ridges. These are called different features. Watershed, escarpments. In contour map, these features you'll have to make out only by seeing the contour lines. For example, you see figure 2.9. These contour lines indicates a hill, conical hill. Conical hills that have a uniform slope. Usually the volcanic hills, they have uniform slopes, conical hill. Second is U-shaped valleys. Like here you see the contour lines. This is U-shaped valleys. This is the sky view, and this is called the side view. U-shaped valleys. Third is V-shaped valley. This way. Sky view, side view. Gorges or canyon, you see the valley is deep, or this is also called I-shaped. This is called gorge or canyon. Then ridge. In case of ridge, the contour lines are almost parallel, you see, almost parallel to each other. They are elongated. This is called ridge. Then you come to escarpment. In case of escarpment, the part of a hill, one part is having a very deep, steep slope, the other side gentle slope. Deep slope is called scarp, this is called dip, D-I-P, and total figure is called escarpment. We can say this is a hill with one side having steep slope, the other side having gentle slope. This is called escarpment. Deeper slope is called scarp, and the steep, gentle one is called dip, D-I-P. Then you come to watershed. Figure 2.14. Watershed means a hill like with a height of 800 meters, then 900, 1000, 1100, and these blue colors are the streams, like three streams flowing southward, the other two streams flowing northward. This is called watershed or water divide, which gives rise to streams or rivers. Then fifth one. The fifth one is the drainage pattern. There are different types of drainage pattern that we have to find out in topo sheet. The first is dendritic. Dendritic drainage pattern. You see the stream is, this is the main stream, these are the feeders, small feeders, and it appears just like the root of a tree. This is dendritic drainage pattern. Second is trellised. This is the main stream, the other feeders are joining it at a right angle. They are almost parallel, like here three streams are parallel, here 1, 2, 3, 4 streams are parallel. This type of drainage pattern is called trellised. Third is radial drainage pattern. In the hilly areas from where the river rises, it used to flow in different directions, just like the radii of a circle. That is why it is known as radial drainage pattern. And lastly, the underground drainage pattern or disappearing stream. The stream originates from the hill, and as the volume of water is very less and the course is sandy, then the water dries up, which is indicated with the broken line. This is called underground drainage pattern or disappearing stream. So these are the four types of drainage pattern: dendritic, trellised, radial, and underground. So these are the main 5 points that we have studied in second chapter under the heading contours. Then in the topo sheet, these conventional symbols and signs are printed. These things you will have to go through. These things will be there in your topo sheet, original topo sheet that comes. You don't have to mug up the things, but you'll have to go through. You'll have to go through all the symbols very minutely, and certain terms which are used in topo sheets, like in Hindi, nadi, river, nala, small streams, par, hills, the dark bungalows, talab, etc. And various colors which are used. Like black colors are used for names, for latitudes and longitudes. Blue color is used for water bodies. Green color is used for forests, grasslands, orchards, scattered trees. White color is used for rocky or badlands. Badlands means maroons, uncultivated lands. Yellow color is used for cultivable lands or arable land. Brown color is used for sand features, then contour features, contour lines, form lines, and red color is used for eastings, northings, and other man-made features. So these are the various colors, 7 colors which are used. These colors also are given in the original topo sheet at the bottom. So you need not go through these. Just these things will be there in your topo sheet, but you should remember the different colors which are used. So when you come to the exercise, the question answers you should try to find yourself, and in the next class we shall discuss if there will be any problem.